welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from This Darn Chick's Designs. We're going to learn today how to sublimate a puzzle. Now I got these puzzles, they're about 5 by 7. I got them on Amazon. So you can purchase them on there, and they're for sublimation only. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your puzzle out of the wrapping here, and it does have like a hard cardboard to the back of it, okay? So we've got the cardboard to the back of it, and then we got the puzzle that's right here. So so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our silhouette, and we're going to find a SVG or a PNG, and we're going to pull that off, and then we're going to sublimate it. So we'll be right back. Okay, so what we're first going to do is we're going to go up in our silhouette design, and then we are going to find a shape that we like. This is a heart, it's an SVG, so I'm actually going to take this heart and we're going to pull it over. And you see how big it is? So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to size that down. So in order to size it down, we're going to put a rectangle over the top here. So I found the object that I'm actually going to be using, and it is a PNG, I believe, but I can convert that to an SVG if I needed to. But for this demonstration, what we're going to do is we're only going to print it off anyways because we're going to sublimate the puzzle. So this is the image that I actually found, and my puzzle is about 5 by 7. So it looks up here where my width is at, it's like 4.895, and the height is 4.047. So that'll be all right. So once we get this, we figure out which one we want. We go over to our panel here. Let me turn this light down just a little bit so you can kind of see it. We're actually going to go over to our send panel, which is in our silhouette, okay? And once we get it connected, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this out. So when you're cutting, you want to use this one right here, which is, it says cut and then cut edge. If you cut edge, it's just going to cut around the edge if you were to cut it, okay? Even though we're not cutting it, all we're doing is sending it to the printer, and the printer's going to go ahead and it's going to print out. So, but if for some reason like you just wanted to cut the heart out, you would just cut the edge of the heart, and it would actually go around all the edges, and that would pop that right out there for you in the middle. So let's go ahead, let's send it to our printer, and we will go from there. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go to my 2760. It's my sublimation printer. There's a couple of options down here. There is photo on plain paper that you can actually use, black and white, color, default settings, all that. So we're just going to leave it on photo on plain paper, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to print it. So this will actually be sent to my printer at this time. Okay, so the next step that you want to do is you've got your puzzle, okay? You take the puzzle off the board that actually comes with it, so you can set that board aside there. You have your, sorry about that, you have your sublimation that was just printed off, which is a heart, okay? What you're going to do is lay your puzzle down, all right? Lay your heart over top of it. And you don't really have to have heat tape for this. You can use it if you want to, just for demonstration purposes. I'll go ahead and just put some of the heat tape right here, and it's probably just going to adhere to the side of my fabric, and that's okay, it's not a big deal. Go ahead, and then you're going to just do another one right here, okay? And that's just basically if you just want to place it down. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I would do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our Cricut Easy Press. All right. And what I like to do is I like to put over top of that, I still like to have another piece of fabric. Let me see here. Because I really don't, either that or a piece of paper, like a thick cardstock. To make sure, let me just pull that out here. I always keep cardstock around. Cardstock's great. If you ever like mess up on any projects, anything like that, always use your cardstock first. as a trial. And then you can kind of go, okay, well, this worked, or no, it didn't. So put a little piece of cardstock over top of it there. Put your heat press down. Start your Cricut. This is like 26, 27 seconds. And so you want to do that halfway through. And then you're going to want to go lift it up, press down, medium pressure. Okay. Now once you do that, it's pretty hot when you take this off. You can go back. I'm just going to take a look at it here. You can go back if you want to. I want mine just a little bit darker, and repress that area, but you don't want to press it too long. So if for some reason you use your cardstock and it doesn't press down the way it should, you can go to a piece of fabric. Either way, it's still going to sublimate the way it's supposed to. So let me just grab another piece of fabric here. It doesn't really matter which one, it's just take it, put it over the top there. Be really gentle with it. Press it down. Go ahead. Put it on for another 30 seconds. Medium pressure. And you can kind of move it from side to side to sublimate it. And the best thing that I do like about this Cricut is 400 degrees is about all you need for this, especially for sublimation. If you was to go above that, yeah, it's going to scorch anything that you do. T-shirts, puzzles, anything that you do. So Cricut has actually it's a really good press, is what I'm trying to say. So see some of the smoke that actually comes up from it. Okay, that's just because it's heated up pretty well. Let me take this off. And then we're going to kind of peel back here on the sides. You want to be really, really careful about this too, because it will pull your design off. Okay. Pull that back down there. There we go. Until it cools down. There you go. Right. So right here is your actual puzzle. So once your puzzle cools down, then you could actually go ahead and you could just break it apart. We want to give that a couple seconds here. So let's let it cool down. We can break it apart for you. So I think my heart came out really good. What do you think? Look at that. Very pretty, very shiny. It's great to give for like Valentine's Day that's coming up. I'm pretty impressed with it. So what you can do now is you just start taking your pieces apart. Once you get all your pieces apart, then you can actually put it into a really, really pretty box for Valentine's Day. That would be really cool. Not only can you just sublimate like PNGs or SVGs, if you have a picture of a family member, you know, grandma, grandpa, someone that you care about, boyfriend, girlfriend, these are really cool to sublimate on. So just kind of take it, pull it apart. I mean, they're pretty cool. You can get these off of Amazon. You just have to look under Sublimation blanks on Amazon, and then I'll just put a little link down there below so you know exactly where to get it at. But they're pretty cool. You know, you can give it to, let's say, a teacher or someone at your church, or you know, make them into games, things like that. I think they're really cool though, and just like having your own little puzzle that you got at home, and you know, take a picture of your dog, you know, in different sections and everything on like your silhouette, and just make funny sayings on it and all that, and then you know, put it in a box, and you've got your own puzzle piece. Well, thank you again for visiting my website here. Go ahead and subscribe down below. I appreciate you watching. I do appreciate everybody that does look at my videos. I try to upload as many as I can, sometimes, you know, when you're working, you can only do so many things. But I really would appreciate it if you would just kind of hit that bell down below there and leave me a couple comments. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than glad to answer them. So you have a nice night.